Adam here with a walking, talking video. Just some thoughts that I've had this morning and getting my coffee, so figured, hey, join me, right? Anyhow, so server room's a little loud. Alright, so got my water for the coffee. And anyhow, the thoughts that are going on in my brain. One of a YouTuber I watch who does a lot of things on philosophy, and poses questions about, like, D&D. So, it's not a super serious channel. But he did say something that struck me. And it's been rolling around in my head ever since. And that is, we live in a post-truth society. Post-truth society. It is the best time to be a business owner. Because people don't care about facts. People don't care about truth. We do. We live in a post-truth society. So what does that mean? That means I could make whatever claim I want about anything. Honesty does not matter. Only the ends matter. People don't care that I am good at my job and I'm honest and I do my best for the work that I do, and if something's not right, I make it right. That is my integrity. That is my truth. But in a post-truth society, what does that matter? Right? Like, what does that mean? What does it mean for small business? What does it mean for my business? What does that mean for my life? What does it mean in advertising? Does it mean I am allowed to advertise ridiculous, unsubstantiated claims that have no backing or bearing in reality? Let everyone buy it. And then hold no consequences for lying, for not speaking the truth. Because again, we live in a post-truth society. Alright, I want to get my coffee started. And if we live in a post-truth society, what are the ramifications for lying? Right? Other than you might feel bad. It may not feel good to be in a situation and not feel good to lie. I don't think people feel good lying, right? Like, if you're true and honest with yourself, you should not feel good lying, right? That should just be a bad thing. That's what we were taught. That's what we were raised on. But yeah, like, if you look at everything, especially with the election and politics, it's not a game of deliverables. It's not a game of who can do what with what and promises what and actually carry through with it. None of that matters. Do you say the words that someone wants to hear? Post-truth society. Doesn't matter whether or not you can fulfill it. Doesn't matter whether or not your word means anything. It's ridiculous. That's not what I believe, personally. But maybe I'm a dying breed. People just want to hear what they want to hear, regardless of the truth, right? We have, at the time of this recording, we have a deadly pandemic that's sweeping the nation again, as expected. We have a vaccine that's on the way, but it only is going to become available en masse in like 6 months. And that's been said over and over again. But that doesn't stop people in positions of power from spouting nonsense that it isn't as bad as everyone says, that we don't need the protections in place. There's a story, and at the time of this recording, that a data scientist, a statistics scientist, was fired from a state position with the health department, had police show up at her door to be served a warrant for searching, and the officers unholstered their pistols. Are you kidding me? Why is that even remotely defensible? It was a little white woman. Like, what is she going to do? Nothing. Not armed. She was compliant. And if this shit wasn't on camera, like, the government is becoming the Gestapo. Because truth does not matter. People say what they want to say, and people believe what they want to believe. It's sick. It does not make me feel good as a person. It does not make... People are going to believe what they want to believe, regardless of what the truth is. Because we live in an age where we have leadership not protecting the sanctity of the truth and spreading the truth, but spreading their own agenda instead. The media does not help, because the media is, as someone else put it, a magnifying glass. They find something that their donors want and are beholden to, and they zoom in on that thing. It's sad when the small town I live in, the most journalism that I get is from Twitter, where they're reporting the public docket because the paper doesn't do it, not to the same justice, in my opinion. You have these people that are independent that actually let you know what's going on in the town, because the town paper doesn't, because their vested interest is to not show any corruption, to not show these things, because we live in a post-truth society where the truth does not matter, only the narrative. And whatever narrative you want to push is it. The truth does not matter. And I like, honestly, I can't fathom that, that our society has gone that direction. I mean, obviously, we've had one of the biggest liars in the White House for the longest amount of time. It's not about whether or not I like him. He's a liar. Factually. Constantly. Putting in court case after court case after court case to make sure he can stay in power as a power grab. Because in a post-truth society, the truth does not matter. And I want to point out that these court cases are getting thrown out every single day by judges who are of the same party, who were appointed by this man. Alright? He lost. And he's a sore loser. And he just doesn't want to admit it. So if he keeps on it, someone will accept his reality. And then his reality becomes truth. And ultimately, that is what these lawsuits are about. That is what post-truth society is. Not what the truth is, but what narrative you can spin to make that truth. To make that a deliverable. To make it a real, tangible thing. If I put it out there into the universe, and I keep doing it, eventually it becomes true. And I believe that. Like, I wouldn't be in business if that weren't the case, right? I believe in manifest destiny, right? But at the same time, I also believe that, you know, the United States is in the midst of a pandemic. I believe that there is a virus that is real. And I believe that the people in power have a vested interest in not shutting down the state. in keeping businesses alive. I have a vested interest in keeping the business alive, right? I want to make sure that I can pay my rents, right? I want to make sure I can still make money and grow the business and move it the direction I want to move it. But at the same time, we also need to understand where we are and where the truth is. We have people in power in the government that have decided that that truth is not their truth. So they will push their version of the truth. Because again, we live in a post-truth society. So I hope you enjoy this 10-minute rant about the post-truth society. And it's a thing that's bothering me. And it bothers me at a personal level. So that's it. I hope you enjoy. I love to hear your feedback. Do you think we live in a post-truth society? Obviously I do. So leave me your feedback. I'd love to hear it.